Confetti, what's hoppin'? It's Sarah Bunny, and today's video is going to be my top 10 holy grail, if you will, rabbit products. These are just products I think you really need to try if you haven't already tried them, or just products I think you should consider getting if you are getting a rabbit, and overall just products that I love and wanted to share with you guys. So obviously this video is not sponsored, I mean, come on guys. But I do have some brands in here, but obviously I'm not paid to say any of this. These are all my own opinions. So with that, let us get into the video. The first product is this tunnel. So it is very loud, and I think that's part of the reason Rosie loves it so much. It makes a lot of noise when she runs through it, and every time she's out playing, this is immediately the first thing that she runs to, and she honestly just loves this. I believe it costs around $9, and you can still get these at Walmart. So I would say they are a great investment if your rabbit loves like making noise, because obviously as I'm sitting here holding it, I'm trying to keep it quiet, but it's not necessarily the easiest thing to keep quiet. But Rosie loves it a lot, and I would definitely recommend it. So the next thing is actually a food. You do not have to feed pelleted food to your rabbits, but I choose to just because it's like a way to get her extra vitamins and minerals in case I don't get them in the veggies. And she definitely loves them. So these are Oxbow Bunny Basics Tea Adult Rabbit Food. So they are a little bit on the pricey side, but they are by far one of the best brands. Oxbow makes amazing products, and like I would say most of what they make, if it says it's rabbit safe, it's rabbit safe. They really know what they're doing when it comes to small pets, and pretty much all their foods are really well made to whatever pet they're catered for. These are the first thing she eats in the morning when I put in her hay and her pellets, and she gobbles them up right away. She gets 1/4 of a cup, which is just about the perfect serving size for her, and she adores these. So I would really recommend them if your rabbit hasn't ever been too keen on pellets. They are really, really great quality, and they are also loved by rabbits, as you can see. So the next thing is also a brand, and it's not this specific bedding, but it is Carefresh bedding. So a lot of people don't use this with rabbits because it is expensive, and to be honest, I prefer wood stove pellets, so those would make the list. But the thing I love about this is the fact that I can do themed cage tours with them. As you can see, this is really cool. It's all confetti-like, and they also have it in, I think, pink, they have white, they have blue, and I'm pretty sure if you go on to an online pet store, you can find even more colors, and they have a natural kind, and this is just really absorbent. If you can get it on sale, I would never buy it full price because it is expensive bedding. I believe this would cost $14, but this would last me, I would say like 6 litter changes maybe. So that is expensive, but it is really great for special cage tours and you know, times when you want to decorate your rabbit's cage or make it all cute. So I really love this bedding. Also, it's super absorbent. You do get what you pay for. It's really great quality. So the next thing is pretty basic, but it is vinegar and water solution. So I have been using this bottle since I got Rosie, but I've been using vinegar and water ever since I got Rosie as a disinfectant. If you don't know, you can use it for rabbits instead of buying a cleaner. It's a lot safer for the rabbits. It gets everything clean. It's phenomenal at getting pee stains out of surfaces. It's really great at all those things. This smells a bit, you kind of get used to it, but it gets other odors out so well that it's nothing compared to like what other things could smell like. So I really, really, really would recommend doing this. It's a lot cheaper, it's really great, and it just works really well, and there's no thought. It's 1 part water, 1 part vinegar, and boom, put it in a spray bottle and you are good to go. I think I got this spray bottle at the dollar store 4 years ago when I got my rabbit. So yes, it is very, very good and definitely would recommend to anyone that wants to get a rabbit or has any other small pets. It would work great for as well. So the next thing is a more of an enrichment toy, and it's actually made for birds. So you can buy these made for small animals, but I was never able to find one until I looked in the bird section. And I know these are in a lot of like UK pet toys. It seems like they're easier to find over there for some reason, or maybe I'm just having a hard time finding these. But this is the coolest little thing. I do this with, it's such great enrichment, honestly. I put vegetables in here because I hand feed her sometimes. Sometimes I'll put them in here. She has to work to get them out. I'll put hay in here and then put like her pellets in it. Or I'll put hay in here and put some like a treat in it or forage in it. And she just like takes forever, and it's really just a great toy. So you can just put so many things in it, and it's just great for rabbits, and it's super great enrichment, and I just really, really would recommend one. So the next thing is actually a cat cube, and it's not this cat cube in particular, it's just cat cubes in general. Rosie does go through them fast because sometimes she pees in them, but they are just really great hidey houses. Rosie loves sitting in cat cubes a lot, and I think the reason is because in the wild, rabbits like to have multiple exits. When they're digging their holes underground, they have multiple exits in case, like, you know, a weasel, fox, whatever, would get into one, they can go out the other. So it's just in their natural instincts to want to have multiple exits, and cat cubes are a great way to do this because they cost like $2-3. I got this one at Walmart and it cost around $3. Another great thing about cat cubes is they are super duper storage friendly. You can pack them up. You can even twist them up like this and put a hair tie or a, you know, rubber band around them, and they will stay, and they're really great hidey houses. I love them a lot, and Rosie loves them a lot, which makes me love them even more. The next thing is actually a dustpan and broom. So this dustpan and broom I like in particular compared to others because it is so small. It's really great to get into like hard to reach places. This one I like in particular because it doesn't have that rubber part, so I can also use it to scoop litter, and it's just really easy to store. I can hang it on like a nail or a thumbtack on the wall, and it stores really easily, and it makes cleaning so much faster to use one of these rather than getting out a sweeper every time. It's just great for little quick cleanups. This is a high-sided litter tray that came from Walmart. It's just a cat litter tray, and it costs around $8. The cool thing about this is there's two things actually. One is that she doesn't dig the litter box because it's hard and it would be a lot more annoying than if it were a short litter box. And then two, I can put the hay in it without using a hay rack, and it's a lot easier to just pile it up on one side because the bedding only takes up about, you know, 1/2 inch to 1 inch, and then her hay can all be piled up on the back so that I can put a ton of hay in here, as well as use a hay rack if I would want to. So these are really great. I also have a corner high-sided litter box, which I like a lot. I think I like this one better just because it gives her more space, but they are just great options, and cat litter boxes are always really good for rabbits compared to rabbit litter boxes, which are way more expensive. I just like the idea of having the high sides, and I always had a problem with Rosie digging her litter boxes, but when I started switching to more high-sided ones, she stopped. So this last one is actually could be seen as a combo because I really love these jars, but the real thing I'm gonna talk about is the dried apple in it. So Rosie loves dried apple. I used to buy her a pet store brand. I think Peter's was the one that made dried apple treats, but what's really great is now that I have a dehydrator, so you know, kind of like a triple favorite almost. Now that I have a dehydrator, I can make Rosie her dried apple, and she absolutely adores it. Not to mention, it tastes really good to humans too. But Rosie absolutely loves dried apple, and it is by far her favorite treat. I can make really small pieces and use it as encouragement so that I can give it to her more than once a week. And apple has a lot more nutrients than any store-bought treat, because the store-bought treats are mostly just cereals and sugars, which aren't going to do a lot of good even though she loves them anyways. So the dried apple is just a really great natural treat, and though it's high in sugar, Rosie loves it, so I love giving it to her. Obviously you need more than this for a rabbit, but these are just things that I really love and feel like I don't mention enough. So I hope you found this helpful. If you haven't already, subscribe to get more helpful videos. I try to get videos out every week, but it doesn't always work out, but I'm trying my best and getting more consistent. Also, you can follow us on Instagram. There you will stay a little more updated because I do try to post a couple times a week. That is at YTSarahBunny. Also, that is my Twitter handle, so you can follow that as well while you're at it if you have a Twitter, and I do try to tweet semi-frequently, just like on Instagram. I do a couple times a day to a couple times a week, just depending on what I'm feeling. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and give it a like if you enjoyed it. Comment down below, what are some of your rabbit essentials? What do you love to use with your rabbit? And as always, keep hopping. Bye.